now. Just a giant pain in the butt.
What's recorded?
My phone, I was having problems getting it recording this morning. I finally did get it going. I had the police department keep sending me around in circles, not following protocol to make all these calls alone. So all these people try pulling the wool over my eyes. I record everything. As soon as they realize I record everything, they hang up. The problem is that
Oh yeah, you have to actually ask them.
I'm an at-risk and disabled adult. I don't have to notify anybody.
Or recording it does. Well, on phones, I don't know.
On
Maybe it
phones, as long as one party is aware that they're being recorded, which means that if you call, you know that you're being recorded. That's one of the things about having to know the laws and go through the laws, but it doesn't matter when they outright lie to me about the laws.
I went through court, and they can't put into file or into evidence in a court if there were recordings even over phone without notifying every time you called them.
Well, then they lied to you.
No, it wasn't me. It was in the courts, and it wasn't my side of it.
That's the thing, is that according to the law, because I'm an at-risk and disabled adult, now one thing that they can do is just ignore that part, which is what the police here have done. The police here wanted to tell me that I can't turn them in, they can't investigate themselves, so I have to get a hold of state troopers. State troopers say it's not their job to police the police.
But if it's in a public area, I think you're able to.
I've got the laws actually on my phone about what's legal and what's not as far as recording.
I'm not saying it one way or another.
But, go ahead. They think they're immune to the law, but they're not. The thing is, I recorded this morning with the Nebraska, or with the Oregon State Troopers, again telling me that it's not their job to police the police. The guys who arrested Ray Rao are the state troopers. It is their job. It literally is their job. They've sent me from one service to another, every one of them telling me it's not their job, every one of them fleecing me, every one of them fleecing the public, and every one of them making a profit off of it. But not one person has actually helped me to turn the crimes in. Instead, I get bullied, harassed, or lied to. So I got the recordings. I need help turning them in so that they're taken seriously.
Okay.
I don't have any friends or family. Like, why won't somebody just help me kill myself? Why can't they just do that? Like, if they're just gonna send me on suicide watch every time I turn them in anyway, if they're just gonna let me be bullied until I kill myself anyway, why don't they help me to do that? Why don't they give me the opportunity to kill myself? Why won't they let me have a booth to kill myself? No, I'm not. My life is horrible, and people go, oh, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Nobody makes the calls with me. Nobody sees me as a human being.
There's people that just don't know.
Most people get bored with it if it's not happening to them. That's the issue that I've been dealing with. Most of it is that people offer to help me, but then they don't want to tell me about themselves and go off on a tangent about 10,000 things that are literally nothing to do with me. And a lot of them, it's, people trying to make comparisons. Like, back in 1986, that happened to my uncle. Like, it's not 96, and I'm not your uncle. I don't know why we're going off on a 30-minute tangent about your uncle.
And some people try to make connection like they, some understanding.
And that's one of the things about going to professionals is that they're supposed to know better, and they're literally going their way to do everything they can to push me to suicide. When they neglect an at-risk and disabled adult and send them around in circles for profit, that's illegal. But when nobody cares, they say, oh, well, there's nothing I can do. Literally, everyone can do something. Everyone can speak up. Everyone can actually care about their community instead of saying, I can't do nothing. The youngins out there screaming the end at me and all that crap. I mean, I've had to deal with this since I got to this town. I don't have the money to keep running around in circles for places that don't do anything for it to eat up all of my money. I live on a fixed income. It's impossible for me to live on that fixed
Right.
income.
But it's gonna be like that anywhere we go, but it's, I don't know, it's very hard. I can understand that. I don't know what I could do. I would love to help, but I don't, because I could barely even help my own self. I know I'm not in the same situation, but I've been in this run with my family for a long time. And since my daughter was little, finally, finally gave up. And thank God we did. My daughter being crying and screaming at the top of her head, not wanting to go to her dad. And, the state and everything, not helping with the shit. Not even when she was 2 months old, once resource center.
And now it's tides of change, and they didn't help me either.
No.
They said
But
that they would.
it took them actually, him hearing his daughter over court saying that she does not feel comfortable seeing him. For reasons that she's only given me like this skin of what's happened. And I've had my fears. And with him cutting it down, stopping it, but then later hearing somewhere through the grapevine he's trying to go through the state or the city because of the rule he agreed to, that he will not bug her anymore as long as she does not wish to. This is a guy that my mom was afraid that I was going to end up dead.
I have people who threaten my life daily.
Yeah, I know it's not as bad as what you're going through, but I would love to help you. In my current situation, I'd rather not have anything going towards my face.
Yes, ma'am.
To keep my daughter safe, doing better than she's ever had. She was failing her classes, and he would make her feel like she's too stupid, that her school is awful, that her brother and sisters are doing better than she is. Her stepmom even thinks that she would be too lazy to do anything, that she'd be pregnant already. We've said negative things about her, just thinking of how much of a failure she is. After the fact, and this is hearing this after the fact, that she had decided not to be with them anymore. And here my daughter is a happy 15-year-old girl who has honor classes, who works a job, who does sports, does baseball, basketball, volleyball. He does track and has gotten herself into cheerleading. She keeps herself occupied with activities with school and her church. And I really dislike her father, but I hope one day that he'll actually see how well of a wonderful girl she is. And he doesn't deserve one bit. But he's a man that I have PTSD with. I'm scared to shit to do.
That's how I am with everybody in this town at this point. I'm afraid to talk to anybody.
Don't be afraid to talk to me. And that's not what I'm saying. I can't get into anything big because of her. I'd like to stay low and let her have her life.
That's what I tried to do. I tried to just ignore it and go away. And
right now, there's nothing he can do so far. I'm in a good place right now, the best place I've been in the past 15 years. 16 years since I've been. I raised my daughter. I was pregnant with my daughter. I kicked him out of my house when I was 3 months pregnant because I didn't feel safe. That night he drank and got so pissed off with the people that he was staying with, called my neighbor to let me know that I need to get out of town. had to stay out of town for 4 days.
I get that a lot.
It's scary.
I went up to Astoria and Warrenton to get away from the stalker who stalked me here from Hood River.
Mhm.
Up in Warrenton, I was treated horribly too because with Natalie Bollinger, and of course me trying to get help. Police saying that it's not their job, it's always somebody else's job. And when they commit crimes, they know they're committing crimes, but they do them to poor people who don't have money to defend themselves against it. No matter how much the public bullies me, I'm somehow in the wrong. But if I do anything like that back, I get arrested, so I just have to take it. Well, maybe one of them drug addicts will put a hole in my head in exchange for my car. Man, that's the only option I have. I can't just keep begging people to care, and I can't just keep taking abuse from law enforcement and sent around in circles me to be abused by the public and more by law enforcement. I want it to stop. I just want it to stop. Thank you, though. There's a reason I'm for assisted termination of life, and this is why. People's own families, I understand. I don't have one.
Turn left on US 101 South Main Avenue.
Fuck this goddamn country and everyone in it.
Maybe I shouldn't keep up with that Volkswagen. It's going 10 miles over. Oh.
Turn left onto Stilwell Avenue, then turn right onto 2nd Street. Turn right onto 2nd Street, then your destination will be on the left. Take the next left onto 3rd Street, then turn left onto Ivy Avenue. Turn right onto 4th Street, then turn right onto Grove Avenue.
No, Susan. You show that you care by not making the calls with me. By talking over me, talking about yourself. I listen to you. What else am I going to do? You're going to talk over me regardless. So I might as well listen to your story.